What's good with y'all? For this ambidextrous drawing video, I'm gonna be drawing out Sailor Moon with both of my hands. When it comes to a lot of the drawings that I do with these, I normally pick like facial features that'll kind of help me bring together the rest of the character's face that I'm drawing. In the case of Sailor Moon, I did start with her eyes, and then I later used that as just pretty much an anchor to bring together the rest of her face. With that said, as I drew out the rest of her features, I know many of you all may be wondering how this came about. One of you all had ended up asking me to draw out Sailor Moon, and before you all had made the comment, I didn't know a lot about Sailor Moon. I've never seen the show, but I was just like, it's normally outside of the range of the characters that I draw, and I just was like, look, I seen it as a challenge, and I thought it would be cool to just kind of do something a little bit different, you know. With that said, though, I appreciate the suggestion because it was a challenge, you know. It kind of pushed me outside of my comfort zone. I normally only do like fighter style animes and stuff of that nature, but I'm not as well versed in anime as some of you all may be. So while I doubt I'm gonna be able to get around to every last drawing suggestion, it's still cool to switch it up sometimes and just do something a little bit outside of the box. When it came to drawing out her clothes, a way that I went about capturing out just the different shades of red was I started just doing a lot of hatching lines. Like I would hatch only in one direction just to try to showcase depth there and that there was like a darker color happening. And you know, something that was funny that I did kind of learn the hard way was that like you would think that Sailor Moon would be relatively simple to draw, but low-key she does have a complicated design. And that's the thing about like a lot of characters like these. You would think like it would be really straightforward to draw, but when you really start drawing it out, I remember I was just looking at my sketchbook, I was just like, I don't even know where to start, which I did eventually figure it out, but it just took me a little bit longer than what it normally would, I feel like. With that said though, when it did come to showing shadows and just different colors on her outfit, I did a mixture between like scribbling lightly and just doing hatching in one singular direction. I didn't want it to overlap and make the scribbles look non-organized, so I was just very intentional with the way that I went about shading her in. But it did come together. And like I said, you know, I'm not as well versed in animes and just shows like I should be, but it was just cool to change it up and just do something a little bit outside of my regular rotation. With that said, here's for the red lens, and now for the blue. Let me know what y'all think of this one down below. And if you're interested in more drawings like these, don't forget to like and follow, and I will see y'all in the next one.